Когда он меня заставлял делать ему миньет, не заставляла, а как бы, чтобы я училась делать миньет. И тогда я его спросила, зачем это нужно. Говорю, как зачем? Ты что, не знаешь, на что ты приехала? Я говорю, нет, я приехала в официантке. И тогда он мне уже все рассказал, что ты приехала тоже обслуживать, но не в официантке, а в проститутке.
These are young women who were promised legitimate jobs after the collapse of communism, then were duped, sold against their will into sexual slavery. There are three central characters in the film.
Vika was the first woman I interviewed. Over the course of 4 years, she told me what happened to her.
Я была уже взрослой дурой. 19 лет, и я так повелась, пошла на поводу только из-за денег. И до меня дошло только когда мы уже прилетели в Дубай.
To break her in, Vika was forced to have sex with the constant stream of the laborers who build the city's skyscrapers. Up to 30 men per day would pay the madam $3 for a few minutes of sex with Vika.
People often ask me, why didn't they escape? You know, why did they stay? They have no concept of what that world is like.
Tot liber la Moscova. Fici la țară, nu știi unde e Moscova, nu știi prășitul și înapoi. Și ea că acolo noi am aflat când ducem la Turcia.
She doesn't understand the language, and she doesn't have an identity because her passport and all of her paperwork has been taken. Once you see how complex that escape can be, you start understanding why they're jumping. One woman in the film jumped from a building and sustained heavy physical injuries.
When she woke up, Zhenya couldn't feel anything below her waist. She spent nearly a month in the hospital, but before she could receive surgery, the pimps were allowed to take her back to the brothel in Aksaray. No one cared that she was partially paralyzed from the fall, or that she defecated on herself. The clients continued coming. It was business as usual.
With reporting on sex trafficking, one of the biggest problems that I have is that it's being looked at primarily from a supply point of view.
Tineretul, în principiu, nu are de ales decât a merge în activități criminale sau în riscul de a fi traficat.
It's easy enough to document how there is no running water, no electricity, and how villages have emptied out. But it's the other side of that coin.
This is about capitalism. You invented it. You brought it to the world. We are just being, the latest students of the system.
That equation is much more challenging because now you're dealing with wealthy countries like Turkey, United Arab Emirates, Greece, England, United States. You go into these places and asking questions and wanting to enter this dark world controlled by pimps, organized crime units, and expose that.
I promised Vika I would find my way to Dubai, where she was trafficked.
And the only way to do that as a woman was to pose as a prostitute. It's through the corruption of police officers, border patrol, and all the other key players of the way trafficking works that this continues to exist.
These cops travel to the poorest countries in Europe for sex tourism.
Tell me which countries.
Belarus.
Okay.
Yes.
It shows you
Romania,
the banality of evil.
Transnistria.
Yeah.
They can be uncles, they can be shop owners, they can be politicians, and everyone is involved in this. And they don't really see it as a problem.
There has to be a solution to this.
Anna Revenko, who is in charge of an NGO called La Strada, sets up her explanation of why trafficking continues.
The big discrepancy between poor countries and rich countries. The big discrepancy between access to justice. The high-level corruption. What? I'm not sure you want an answer from me. Unless we tackle these issues, all these hotlines and will not solve the situation.
to get as many people to know this issue and understand this issue and expose this issue as I possibly can. That was my objective. All of the details of the story took 4 years to piece that together. It didn't start off as a film. The idea was, because I'm a photojournalist, is that I would go back to the region where I grew up. I grew up in Bulgaria. And I would go to Bulgaria as well as other countries in the Balkans and photograph women who had managed to escape the sex trade and get to know their stories, not realizing how difficult it is to visually document this because of stigma, because of the shame, and also the fear that they go through after they escape. It was a moment of interviewing one of the girls who was in the film and watching her smoke. And she had this ash getting closer and closer to her fingertips. And I remember thinking as I was looking at her, it's going to burn her fingers, and she doesn't really care because she's not really present. And I was thinking, this is the image that I really want to capture, but I cannot capture this as a still photograph. As someone who is documenting this woman's story, I need to take it to another level because people need to see.